So, hello everybody. My name is Karolin and I come from a small country, Estonia, which is nowadays pretty well known for its e-governance and online services. I'm going to present digitalization a little bit from the different angle than the previous presenter and look at how it is possible to automate and digitalize your work processes in your PES. When Estonian government started building an information society about 2 decades ago, there was no digital information collected about our citizens. It was our government's will and decisions to invest in IT solutions and to take this information technology route. So it all started in 1996 when the government established the Tiger Leap Foundation. It was an educational program, ICT program for schools, and over the years this educational program expanded to adults as well. And this really created also the needs for modern online services. So how has digitalization impacted our public employment service? At first, I would like to show you one video which illustrates the backbone of eEstonia. It's called the X-Road that interconnects different public and private databases in Estonia. I hope this video works this time. I tried to be smarter and more innovative to get the sound to you.
Running a modern state is a data-centered endeavor. Ensuring the functioning of the state requires administering very large quantities of data. Estonia lacks a centralized or master database. Data is stored where it is created. Each agency administers its own data separately, and data is not duplicated. At the same time, state authority...
Now there's voice, but no picture, but I know what to do. I have to close all my PowerPoint slides and we'll start again.
Endeavor. Ensuring the functioning of the state requires administering very large quantities of data. Estonia lacks a centralized or master database. Data is stored where it is created. Each agency administers its own data separately, and data is not duplicated. At the same time, state authorities and agencies need data outside their purviews in order to function. For example, the police constantly require information from the population register. Likewise, the unemployment insurance fund depends on information from the health information system. How can authorities securely exchange important data? First, the data must be easily accessible by the authorities that are authorized to use it. Second, the integrity of the data must be maintained. No third party should be able to make any changes to the data while it is in transit. Third, the data must remain confidential during its journey. It must be protected from the eyes of unauthorized parties. The X-Road is a data exchange platform that fulfills all 3 of these requirements. The X-Road makes life simpler for both the state and the citizens. For example, when a child is born, information about the birth is sent directly from the hospital to the population register. From there, it is sent automatically to the health insurance fund so that the child will have health insurance and a family physician. This prevents the creation of excessive paperwork and saves time. The state functions in the background. The X-Road helps authorities make work processes more convenient. Many activities can be automated, which frees employees to deal with matters that require human involvement. Authorities also don't have to worry about the authenticity of data. They can be confident that data received from the tax board definitely originated from the actual tax board. Additionally, the X-Road can be used regardless of what technology an authority uses. For the state, the X-Road, above all, makes it possible for authorities to efficiently exchange data among themselves. Sensitive information moves securely, and the system itself is so resilient that it cannot be easily brought down by those with malicious intentions. Since the birth of X-Road in 2001, the system has operated continuously without interruption. The X-Road helps the state see the big picture of how different authorities are connected to one another. In addition, the X-Road makes it possible to exchange data not only within the country, but also across national borders. That is, of course, if databases and information systems are working properly. The biggest beneficiaries of the X-Road are, of course, the citizens. They enjoy the benefits of a better functioning state and save all of the time they would otherwise spend submitting papers and forms. How much time? During the time it took you to watch this animation, the X-Road saved around 240 working hours in Estonia. Cool.
Okay, done with that. So how does Estonian PES use the X-Road? So this is our data exchange with other different public institutions. We have 26 different registers connected to our system, which means that we automatically receive different kind of information we need. In the middle, there are our three main information systems, one for the measures and services, one for the benefits, and the third one for workability assessment and payment of workability benefits. Estonian PES is one of the biggest X-Road users in Estonia. We make 1.4 million requests from different databases per month. So, for example, if we register an unemployed, only one click is needed and we retrieve all the data to know if we can grant the person an unemployment status or not. At the same time, we also give unemployment registration information to other public authorities. For instance, all unemployed who are registered at PES have automatically health insurance. Thus, we give information about unemployment registration to the health insurance fund via this X-Road. So, what have been the benefits of this electronic system? First, clients do not if we can get this data automatically, it saves a lot of our counselors' time and they can focus on the most important thing, on counseling. Also, the quality of data is ensured by the data owner. So in case there is a mistake in the person's data, then the register who is responsible for having this data has to fix it. Also, it enables us to make all the decisions we need to make within target time. So clients do not have to wait for a long time to get their benefits, for instance. How have we got here? Because nothing happened overnight. For us, some of the most important milestones were the establishment of e-tax board, population registry, and an ID card. Our first information system for the benefits was built in 2003 and is still in use. In 2009, our organization became also responsible for the provision of active labor market measures besides the payment of unemployment benefits. Back then, we were given an outdated information system which really did not support our counselors' work, but threatened to crash at any moment. So we knew right away that we have to start build a modern client service, and thus also our self-service portal was launched. The most recent development was in 2016 when workability reform started in Estonia. So the whole system of assessing people's workability and disabilities changed. And we had to quickly build a new information system to handle all this job. So lawmaking, business process design, and IT development took place at the same time. But as technological platforms do age, we have also started to improve our systems and develop new versions of the benefits and services system. And in Estonia, there is no legacy rule. It means that no older than 13 years old information system can be used in public sector. This rule really forces us, our systems, to keep up to date. And a new topic we are currently working on is the use of big data for job seekers profiling, which hopefully gives us more evidence-based information how to counsel our clients, which channels to refer them to, and what kind of services to provide them. So in order to access our online services, you either have to have an ID card. An ID card is actually a mandatory in Estonia, so everybody has to have it. And with this ID card, you can access to all the public services and also sign documents digitally. Alternatively, you can also use mobile ID, which has the same functionalities as the ID card. Our strategy from the beginning has been to do more with less, and it means that we do not aim to just automate, automate our services, but we try to provide the best possible services as digitalized as possible. We have created different channels for communicating with our clients. All our services are designed by the business side. So the business side is also responsible for developing our IT services. And in this process, we use agile development methodology. It means that we can really quickly and flexibly respond to any issues that might arise during the course of the development of IT services. And we can really, at the right time, to correct any mistakes that have happened. And in the end, it saves time and money, and we get well-functioning IT system. One example how to do more with less. In 2003, when handling and proceeding the unemployment benefits applications, we only used information about wages via X-Road system. In 2007, we also started to use information about unemployment insurance. Then since 2014, it is possible to apply for your unemployment benefits online. And as the employment register was created, we also now get automatically all the information about why person's employment ended and when it ended. So it's for us very easy to make decisions regarding unemployment insurance benefits. And this year we have a goal to fully automate this process. So no single person will be doing that, only in case there are mistakes in the data. So a person submits application online, the system corrects and verifies the data. Then the decision is sent on email to the person, and the person gets automatically the benefits. A shift from manual to electronic process is that we can have really low numbers of full-time specialists working on handling the unemployment benefits. And it saves a lot of time. Our goal is to spend less than 1 minute per single case when it comes to handling unemployment benefits. As I mentioned to you before, we have created very many different channels to provide services and information for our clients. Our overall strategy has been to make online all the services that do not require face-to-face contact. But we haven't applied the digital-only strategy because we believe that online channels are just an additional way to communicate with our clients, and we cannot really replace face-to-face services with digitalized services. However, despite of good online tools, the percentage of actual users is quite low. And today our challenge is to increase the number of job seekers who use online services. And for that, we have actually set a target so that, for instance, 35% of unemployment registrations have to be online registrations. So yes, you have to set the clear targets for yourself if you want to improve something. And of course, direct communication and promotion of e-channels to your clients. So the essence of business-led service design, what we have to keep in mind that nobody else can design online services for us. It's not our IT department or external company, but the actual product owner and business side who know the service and knows what they want to achieve. So in our development team, there are always people who know IT, who know the services and who know the law, and all together we can get a well-functioning system in the end. Here's just a list of different steps in the development process, what are really important based on our own experience. So I want to emphasize that the product owner really has to take time to thoroughly think through all the needs for new services, plan and prioritize development tasks, and always then test and give feedback to developers. because only this kind of communication gives the best results. What are the next steps for us? I mentioned already most of them, but here I would like to bring out process data mining and what it means. The simple idea behind process data mining is that we take data from our information systems and then we create the process maps based on logs. And we can create this visualized process map where we can see the most common activities, what happened during, for instance, unemployment registration, in the unemployment registration process, how much time it takes, and how many exceptions there might be. So in this slide, you can see the registration of unemployed person, and the dark blue line represents the most common path and different activities that occurred during this process. And the rest is just some, for instance, exceptions. And by visualizing this kind of process, in that way, we can really see how the process actually works, not how we presume it works, and we can work on the bottlenecks in the process. And to conclude my presentation, I want to show you how you can even put motion into the picture. So these pink dots are single cases moving. Some cases are moving faster than the other. So our analysts, for instance, have to analyze why is it so that some cases move faster than the others. So this was just a sneak peek what we are currently working on. I hope everything was easy to understand, and looking forward to the questions in the end. Thank you.